Welcome to the Transparent FX Academy. I'm Nick and I'm a top author trading with over 190k reputation points. In this video, I'll speak about USDCAD. Now, as usual, to keep the video as educational as possible, first, I will be covering the technical aspect for this market. Then we will be moving to the order flow by looking at the commitment of traders, so the COT data, which is essentially what the big players in the market are doing and how they're moving and shifting their orders. And by the end of the video, by using a combination of these two different types of analysis, we will try to understand where we have the highest probabilities for the next potential move here for this pair. So this is definitely a video you do not want to miss. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. This is the place to be for high quality free trading education. Now, without further ado, let's jump straight onto the charts. Now, starting here from the monthly time frame, what we can notice is that we just had a massive impulse to the upside followed by a correction. Now, in general, after an impulse and the correction, if we want to measure the correction, we have to take our Fibonacci from the low to the high of the impulse leg. And if we do that, we can notice how we have the 0.32 and 50% retracements, which are currently lining up exactly with this previous high. From here, this is the previous supply and resistance zone from which all this rejection to the downside started. And since at the moment the market is testing the exact same level, and there is the 0.32 and 0.5% retracements, this means that actually we have confluence of support at this zone, which means that there are multiple layers of support lining up in the same area of price. And when there's a situation like this, there's usually an increased probability of seeing institutional longing, which could potentially push the price higher. And we will be speaking about institutional positioning in just a few moments when we move to the commitment of traders analysis. But for now, let's keep all of this in mind, clear the chart, and drop down on the weekly time frame. Now, from a weekly perspective, the situation is quite clear as well. We can notice how we did have previous support around here. We can notice how from here, all these minor rejections to the upside were created. The market then broke below the level, broke back above. Currently, the market is retesting that zone. If the market will go and test the level again, there is an increased probability of seeing yet another rejection to the upside being created away from this zone. So the weekly time frame as well does seem quite bullish. So let's keep also that in mind and drop down here on the daily time frame. Now, from a daily perspective, what we can notice is that the market so far has been creating a series of higher lows. We have the first low here, higher low, yet another higher low just being created at this zone, which increases the probabilities that at this point we could see a new daily, in this case, higher high. Because if we look closely, we can see a series of higher lows, a series of equal highs, precisely two, with at the same time these higher lows. Now, usually that is the form of an ascending triangle, which essentially means that every time the market dips, even though sellers are trying to protect our resistance zone, every time the buyers are creating higher lows, and at some point the market will break out from the pattern. So to just keep it simple, we have to keep in mind from a structure perspective that we are still below resistance. So until the market will remain below this level, it can easily continue lower, but a potential break above this zone on the retest of the previous resistance turn support would bring an increased probability of seeing more institutional longing, which at that point could further increase the probability of seeing more bullish price action away from this level. Now, speaking about institutional longing, let's go and see what we have when it comes to the commitment of traders. So what the big players in the market are doing, and we look at the data precisely for the CAD. What we have to keep in mind is that if we are looking at data for the CAD, we're actually already looking at CAD USD because all currencies on the spot are traded against the USD. But since we want informations on USDCAD, we simply have to reverse everything. Or an easier way to look at this is that if institutions are shorting the CAD, they are longing USDCAD. And in fact, that is exactly what they have been doing. They have decreased their net positions from 137K to 143K, increasing their shorts by from 158K to 165K. So almost 8,000 shorts added on USDCAD with the last report, therefore making it stronger and starting to decrease the net positions once again. Now, if net positions will continue to decrease, there is a good probability to see this potential break and retest. And at this point, we would have support here, increasing the probabilities of seeing the continuation to the upside and more institutional longing of USDCAD, or better said, institutional shorting of the CAD. So in a situation like this, what would I expect? Well, as my students know very well, trading is reactive and not predictive. The monthly, weekly, and daily timeframes combined with the COT data, those are the best timeframes when it comes to the directional aspect of the market. However, when it comes to identifying early shifts in the trend of a market, the best timeframes for that are the intraday timeframes, so 4 hour and lower. Therefore, if the market would break and retest this level and we would see institutional longing inside of this zone, I definitely wouldn't be surprised to see a potential rejection to the upside away from this level, completing this daily impulse correction and impulse pattern to the upside. That definitely wouldn't surprise me. Now, all this free education and analysis that you see me share online is just the tip of the iceberg. If you want to learn more, I really suggest that you head over to the link in description, which will bring you to the website in which you have the possibility to gain access to the best trading program on the planet. Here, you will learn and gain access to all my courses. So from the very basics of charting all the way to the more advanced topics like building automated trading strategies using the MQL4 language, building portfolios of strategies and optimizing them with tools like the Quant Analyzer, and much more. You also have the possibility to gain access to the Trading Station software with the Telegram notification integrations, one-on-one private mentoring directly with me, the COT data software, which you very often see me use on my free analysis. You also have the possibility, if you want to join the integrations, so you gain access to all my personally developed EAs. You see them here presented directly on the website. You also have the possibility to gain access to the live trading show. So essentially a live stream of all trades coming directly from my account as they're open, closed, and managed. And if you scroll down, you will see that after the testimonials for the current time slot, there is still some time to join with the special. So essentially, you have the possibility for still around 3 days to gain access with the discounted price directly from the website and gain automatically access with the email and password that you will create during the checkout process. So I really suggest to go and check it out. The link is in description and I will see you in it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like and also let me know in the comments below any new pairs or topics that you would like me to cover in the next videos. And I will see you in my next breakdown.